Hello students, our next topic on discussion is network devices. So now we are learning a physical layer. Under physical layer, some devices we supposed to learn. Those are repeater, hub, then bridge, port switch, then router and gateway. So let's have discuss on repeater. A repeater operates at the physical layer. Basically, physical layer is known to have a wire connection or cable connection. For that, we use these devices. The job of repeater is to regenerate the signal over the same network. It helps us to regenerate the signal in the network. They do not amplify the signal, only regenerate the signal. When the signal becomes weak, they copy the signal bit by bit and regenerate it at original strength. It helps us to regenerate the signal over the network with the help of bit by bit. And original strength of signal is also regenerates. Second, it is a two-port device. So repeater is very important. The base of further devices is repeater. Repeater is operates in physical layer. Second thing, repeater help us to regenerate the signals. Third thing, when the signal becomes weaker, they copy the signal bit by bit and it regenerates with its original strength. It has two-port device. Then second device is hub. Hub is a basically multi-port repeater. As I have told you, the repeater has a two-port, but hub has multiple ports. As we learned in the topology, we most of the time star topology uses a hub. Hub has multiple ports, so we can attach multiple nodes to that hub. Hub connects the multiple wire coming from the different branches. So hub is used in the star topology. So multiple nodes can attach to the hub. Hub cannot be, you cannot have intelligence to find out the best part. It just took a data signal and sent to the data signal to another node, taking from one node and sending to the other node. We do not have any intelligence to find out the best path for the data package to lead the inefficient and wastage. Okay. So hub has some types. First is active hub, passive hub and intelligent hub. Hub with the active hub has their own power supply and clean boost and relay the signal along the network. It serves both the repeater as well as wiring center. Basically, active hub has a repeater facility or features of repeater and with the wiring center. They are used to extended maximum distance between the nodes. When we require a maximum distance between the nodes, we use active hub. Active hub has server with the facility of repeaters as well as wiring center. Passive hub. Passive hub which collect the wiring from the nodes and power supply from the active hub. Active hub has its own power supply. And second thing, it has wiring center also. But passive hub take a wiring supply from the nodes and the power supply from the active hub. And the third thing is, and distance is extended, cannot be extended in the passive hub, but in the active hub this maximum distance is used or extended in the active hub. Intelligence hub, it works like an active hub and include a remote management capability. So they provide a flexible data rate to network devices. It also enables an administrator to monitor the traffic passing through hub. It means intelligent hub help us to manage the traffic between the nodes. It understood which path is best for sending the data from one node to another node. But in the active and passive hub, we cannot have that intelligent reference to know how to send packets between the nodes. You just text that packet and send to the another node. Third device is bridge. A bridge operates at a data link level. A bridge is a repeater. As I have told you, the repeater is the base of other devices. Repeater is also worked as a hub also, but some extended features. In the bridge also, bridge is also one of the type of repeater. It is used in the data link layer, which add on the functionality of filtering the content by reading the MAC address of a source and destination. Which feature is added in the bridge? To filtering the content by reading the MAC address of sender and receiver. So bridge can understand the MAC address of sender and receiver. Next thing, it is also used for interconnection of two LANs on a same portal. The same protocol. When the two LANs working on a same protocol, they can interconnect with the help of MAC address, and MAC address is read by the bridge. It has two port device. Bridges also has two types. First is transparent bridge and second is source routing bridge. What is meant by then transparent bridge? These are the bridge in which the stations are completely unaware of bridge's extension. Bridge extension is unaware in the transparent bridge. Whether or not a bridge is added or deleted from the network. It means bridge is added or not in the network is unaware to the transparent bridge. Second thing, source routing bridge. In this bridge, routing operation is performed by source station and the frame specific which routes to follow. They can understand which route packet has to follow and they just follow that operation. So because of that, we call this as source routing bridge. Next, fourth device is switch. A switch is a multi-port bridge with a buffer and a design that can boost its efficiency. Bridge is nothing but the switch is nothing but the multi-port bridge. Second thing, with the buffer and design that can boost its efficiency. Buffer and design help to boost the efficiency. What do you mean by that? Is a large number of ports which implies less traffic and more performances shows. A switch is a data link layer device. A switch and bridge is a data link device, layer device. The switch can perform error checking before forwarding the data. Switch helps us to find out whether the error is occur in the data packets or not. This is one of the facility of switch. Fifth device is router. Router is a device like a switch that routes data packets based on the IP address. Bridge helps us to read the MAC address, but router helps us to read the IP address. It is same like a switch and bridge. The second thing, network devices. Routers normally connect LANs and WAN together and have a dynamically updating routing tables based on which their decision on routing the data packets. Routing table is used to route the packets by the routers to help to send data from sender to receiver side. Basically, a router device broadcast domain of a host connected through it. A router is a device like a switch and bridges only. It reads the IP address and routes the routes the packets in the network. It is a network layer device basically. Gateway. A gateway, which is nothing but the last device, is named gateway as the name suggests. It is a passage to connect two networks together that may work upon different networking models. Gateways help us to connect two networks together, which is working on the different networking model. They basically work as a messenger agent. Take data from one system and give or transfer data to the another system. Gateway are also called protocol converter and can operate at any network level. Gateway are generally more complex than switch or router. Obviously, as you all know which gateway India use or Indian gateway is. RuPay is an Indian gateway which widely used nowadays in the India. So now we understand what is gateway is. Gateway is generally more complex than switch and routers. Gateway is basically used to transfer data from one system to another system over the different networking models, and Indian gateway is RuPay. So this is what all about today's lecture. So let's conclude this today's lecture. Today we learn a network devices. There are total 6 network devices. First is repeater, a simple and sweet device. Repeater is a physical layer device. It helps us to regenerate a signal over the network. Signal is copied bit by bit, which is weaker, and it's regenerated with the original strength with the help of repeater. Repeater has 2-port device. Second device is hub. Hub is same like repeater. It is also used in the physical layer. Second thing, hub has 3 types: active hub, passive hub, intelligent hub. Third is bridge. Bridge is a data link layer device. It is like a repeater only. An additional facility in the bridge is it reads the MAC address of source and destination. It is also has two port device. It is basically work on LANs on the same protocol follows. Bridge has two types, transparent bridge and source routing bridge. Next device is switch. Switch is a multi-port device. Switch is work on the data link layer. Next thing is switch is more efficient. Large number of ports are used to attach comparatively bridge. Bridge has only two ports. Switches has multiple ports. Next